16 places you're not allowed to visit. Number 16. Snake Island. Even if you wanted to visit an island full of snakes, you can't. Located about 93 miles away from the most populated city in Brazil, Sao Paulo, lies Snake Island. It's completely shut off from the public due to the fact that it's swarming with snakes. There's anywhere from 1 to 5 snakes per square meter, and the majority of them are venomous. The Brazilian Navy has forbidden anyone from coming to this island, unless they have written consent for scientific research. Number 15. Device Assembly Facility. The Device Assembly Facility is located within the National Nevada Security Site, where over 1,000 nuclear bombs were tested, and is one of the most heavily guarded places in the U.S. This was built in the 1980s to assemble nuclear weapons to be tested on the proving grounds. Now that the proving grounds are inactive, it's believed that they also learn how to test decay and maintenance of nuclear material used in nuclear weapons. Also known as the DAF, this submarine-looking building is made of reinforced steel and is entirely underground and heavily guarded with machine guns, Humvees, and armed guards. Its remote location in the Nevada desert makes it extremely difficult to visit even if you were allowed to. What else happens here still remains a mystery. Number 14. Cheyenne Mountain. Located in El Paso County, Colorado, this mountain serves as a military communications headquarters and was built to monitor airspace during the Cold War. Possible missile or airstrikes during this time seemed like a realistic possibility, and protection of the high-ranking government officials was a high priority. Built directly into a granite mountain, it's believed that it could withstand a nuclear blast. It would also be safe from fallout in case of a full-blown nuclear holocaust. Number 13. Vatican Secret Archives. The Vatican Secret Archives is completely shut off from the public and is owned by the Pope in the Vatican City. What these documents are about remains a serious mystery. What could the Catholic Church want to be hiding from their followers? Some believe evidence of extraterrestrial life or other documents that would discredit the Catholic Church lies within. It's known that some important religious documents could be here, but what else would there be? Number 12. Coca-Cola Vault. Located in Atlanta, Georgia, lives a secret recipe that imitators would love to get their hands on. Coca-Cola has been one of the most popular and iconic images from American culture, and the recipe must be fiercely guarded like a priceless jewel. Legend has it only 2 or 3 employees actually know the true recipe, and this vault was constructed to hide the truth. Number 11. The Queen's Bedroom. Thou shalt not pass. For those of you who want to add Buckingham Palace to your Eurotrip itinerary, be sure to exclude the Queen's Bedroom, because it's not allowed for people to see your private sleeping quarters. The bedroom is heavily guarded. In 1982, a man by the name of Michael Foggin broke into Buckingham Palace. He managed to scale a 14-foot fence and broke into the royal living quarters, waking her up, then sat on the edge of her bed. Creepy but true. This was considered one of the biggest lapses in royal security in Great Britain. Number 10. Fort Knox. You certainly will not be getting a tour guide when visiting the inside of Fort Knox, because it's somewhere you're not allowed to go. It holds the gold bullion supply of the United States, and without the gold, our paper dollar would be worthless. Only a few people are allowed inside. The vaults are reinforced and protected with blast-proof security. You might want to pick a different place if you're planning to pull off a huge heist. Number 9. North Sentinel Island. This island in the Indian Ocean is not somewhere you want to bring your wife on a honeymoon, because the locals don't take too kindly to outsiders around here. They are known for shooting off fire arrows and throwing rocks at tourists. The Indian government has declared this island off limits, and if you decide not to take their advice, do so at your own risk. Number 8. Mormon Secret Vault. Blasted deep within a mountain near the outskirts of Salt Lake City lies something the Mormon Church probably doesn't want you to know about. The Granite Mountain Records Facility supposedly contains documents of genealogy and family history on countless American citizens. It reportedly contains 6 billion pages worth of records. Tours on the outside are allowed, as you can see in this photo, but the inside remains a secret. There might even be something written about you in there. Number 7. The Colonel's Little Secret. Similar to the Coca-Cola Vault, Colonel Sanders really doesn't want anyone replicating his mighty fine finger-looking good recipe. He has a total of 11 herbs and spices he mixes in there, and the recipe is stored in an upgraded modern security facility at the headquarters in Kentucky. What are they putting in our chicken? According to rumor, even the president of KFC doesn't know the recipe, so don't try bribing the drive-thru guy to give it up. Number 6. Room 39. It's not like anyone would willingly want to go to North Korea, but if someone were actually trying to get into Room 39, it would be extremely difficult. At a secret location, most likely near the capital of Pyongyang, lies a rumored headquarters that is in charge of North Korea's underground activities. They are most likely in charge of gathering foreign currency in whatever way possible. Whether it's drugs, counterfeit money, the list goes on. If North Korea were able to get a hold of a nuke, it would most likely have to come from foreign currency. Number 5. Chernobyl. No one is legally able to visit Chernobyl exclusion zone without permission from the Ukrainian government, which basically means no. Some people are willing to take the risk to visit this abandoned city, but it's extremely risky, especially for foreigners. The only way you're getting in here is with a heavy bribe to the police if you're stopped. In just a short period of time, you might be able to get away with visiting the outskirts without too much bodily damage. The sludge that's left here is a literal meltdown of radioactive materials and is known as the elephant's foot, as you see in this photo. It's extremely lethal. Just after 300 seconds of exposure, you only have 2 days to live. It's actually still melting and could one day seep into the ground. So good luck trying to get here. Number 4. Ozyorsk, Russia. Sometimes entire cities can be completely off limits in Russia. Located in the Chelyabinsk Oblast region, Ozyorsk is considered a closed town due to how close it was to the Mayak plant. However, people do live here. You're just not invited to this one. The Mayak plant is a facility that processes nuclear waste and decommissions decaying weapons of mass destruction. It used to be the location where the Soviet Union would find the source of plutonium. The area is now polluted with industrial and radioactive waste. Number 3. Svalbard Global Seed Vault. If the world were to come to a tragic end, or a certain species of plants would become extinct, the Svalbard Seed Vault, located only 800 miles away from the North Pole in Norway, lies a vault that has a set goal of preserving plant diversity and holding on to large amounts of seeds in case of an emergency. More than 4,000 seed crops are stored here and include seeds from 32 varieties of potatoes. The Norwegian government has spent $9 million on this facility that one day could be extremely useful. Number 2. The Demilitarized Zone. Also known as the 38th Parallel, the Demilitarized Zone was created at the end of the Korean War to keep the two countries at peace. It's considered to be neutral territory that neither country is allowed to cross, and at least 10 miles wide. It's the most heavily militarized zone in the world. Near this zone, you'll notice quite a few landmines, armed soldiers, and watchtowers. You can almost feel the tension about to burst. North Korea even built the 4th largest flagpole in the world in order to give the Southerners a view of communism. You're really not allowed to visit this zone, and if you do find a way, you may bring on another world war.
And now for number 1, but first, be sure to subscribe for new videos every day.
Number 1. Area 51. No other place seems to be so secret, yet so well known at the same time. Also located within the isolated National Nevada Security Test Site, the government only recently admitted its existence. They claim to use the smooth, dry lake bed known as Groom Lake as a runway for experimenting with new aircraft. But due to the extreme restrictions to the public, many wonder what's exactly going on out there. Motion detectors and thermal body heat detectors are spread across the desert and will detect anyone who even thinks about coming close, not to mention the constant surveillance of drones that relentlessly monitor this area for trespassers. Conspiracy theorists claim the government is holding extraterrestrial life forms there, or even their flying saucers at this location, but it's restricted, so I guess we'll never find out, will we?